The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 5. You get the Nasdaq up 28. S&Ps are up 4. Gold contracts catching a bid that's up $14.50, $13.34. You got silver up 23 cents, $16.57 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 19 cents, $62.75 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year up 2 ticks. 120.03, 30-year up 13, 143.16. King dollar down 451 ticks, 89.590. King dollar is coming down with volume too. We've already done 21,000 contracts, which a lot of contract volume, folks, for 10 o'clock in the morning. The euro is at 123, just about 124 to 1 U.S. dollar. Yen is out here at 106 to 1 U.S. dollar. And bottom line is that this bounce is continuing, man.
Green markets, right? We're up more than we were pre-market, but yeah, green across the board, man. Commodities, indices, except for the dollar.
And you know what's staying up too?
Yeah.
The VIX. The VIX is staying up. Now let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here, if you want to understand options upside down, defined strategies upside down, futures, right here, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. You can go to TFNN.com, you hit Tiger TV. We get swim lessons with TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. You can also just go to YouTube, pull up TFNN, subscribe. It's free. You get every program. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy O'Brien. How's everybody doing?
It's going good, man. You know, Kevin, I have a 3-year daily VIX up. And, you know, Tommy and I were just looking at this, and it's really wild because, you know, the VIX is, you know, 18.83, which you've taught us that, guess what? You know, bottom line is that, you know, 14 is... I think
16.
16 is... 16 is
1%.
1% right. Move every 3 days. And, you know, we're looking back on it, and the last time this happened, we have to bring it back to August of 2015.
Right.
Which is pretty wild, man, you know?
Right. I mean, what you'll see on that chart, Tom, and I don't have it up, but I can tell you what it looks like. It spends a lot more time below that average of 1540, but when it goes above it, it goes significantly above it.
Yes.
And
yes.
Combine those two things together, and you get your average around 15.39.
Okay.
With the all-time averages since it's moved to the S&P 500. When it was the 100, when it was the old OEX, it was closer to 19.
Right. That's cool. No, and so it's going to be interesting watching this whole thing shake out. I mean, certainly yesterday, that NDX 100, man, that had some juice underneath it yesterday.
Yeah, you know, this was a strong rally yesterday based on the fact that, you know, it appears, at least it appears, that some of the, you know, a lot of people in the media, Tom, they took that headline of tariffs and they went right to trade war. Right? And what we told our customers the last few days, and especially yesterday, was you have to stop listening to noise. You have to pay attention to the fundamentals in the market, the overall health of the economy, the earnings, and really what that was, what a lot of that sell-off was, and then the snapback was noise. Right? We were saying it on our show from the start. This is a bargaining chip when it comes to NAFTA. And I felt that was right when it came out, and I still do. And that's what made this market rally yesterday was Trump basically coming out and saying, as long as we get a good NAFTA deal, we could pull these tariffs back with Canada and Mexico.
You know what's so cool, man, is that markets are always the same and always different, right?
Yep.
And this one here is going to put a spin on a lot of people because the reality is that when have you ever had a president come out and say, we're going to do this, and you got Paul Ryan saying, hold it, man, they're going to put a tariff on motorcycles. You got Mitch McConnell saying, they're going to put a tariff on my whiskey. It's like, okay.
Isn't that pretty incredible?
Oh,
sure.
So right to motorcycles knowing it's Paul Ryan in Wisconsin. They go right to whiskey knowing it's
totally
in Kentucky. It's I'll tell you what, pretty shrewd move by them.
Oh,
you know,
in a second. And so Kevin's point, and this is where you know, we've all been in different markets, and this is where it's going to be tough, I think, Kevin, for a lot of people. You know, you got to pay attention. Like, okay, man, like what's really going to happen? It's like, and none of us know, of course, okay, but we're in the speculation business. So, you know, if you keep your head down and, you know, do the right strategies, well, you know, whatever strategy you think at that point, your probability is pretty good.
Sure.
You know?
Right, and it's a constant process, Tom.
It is.
You know, if you're going to be trading this market on a daily basis, you've got to pay attention to the three pillars that we talk about, which is risk, definition, using positive theta, and, of course, using, you know, high probability trading. And keep doing the fundamentals. And right when these markets get crazy, that's when fundamentals are even more important.
And stop there. Yeah, that's I agree, man. If you stop there, then you're really going to get an education, kind of like what numbers are versus what rhetoric is.
Sure.
What a great time to talk about fundamentals. Then we can make analogies to what? Spring training in baseball.
Oh yeah.
Why do professional baseball players catch ground balls and take batting practice? Because you pound fundamentals. That's what you do.
Yeah, pretty cool, man. No doubt. So what are we going to be looking at today?
You know, since we have all these new clients coming over from Scottrade,
3 million
really
clients.
Going back to the basics here.
Okay.
And today we're going through the Market Watch tab.
Nice.
Teaching everyone how to use the calendars, how to use the heat map, how to use the different tabs on the Thinkorswim platform. So we'll start out with a good overall market update, and then we'll get into the Market Watch tab.
Nice. And folks, the way that you can, you know, pull up the Thinkorswim platform, just come over to our website at TFNN, hit the banner, can bring it up. They'll let you trade with paper money. It's an amazing platform, folks. Bottom line, it has everything on it, which is just amazing. I mean, and as Kevin and his team take you through swim lessons, he'll explain to you the different tabs, how you can use them, how he likes to use them, how you may want to use them. And, you know, as Tommy and I say, these demos, it's so important to go through them, man.
Definitely.
Because,
Absolutely.
you know, once you start understanding them, it's like, really, you have that much information on one platform, which is pretty cool.
Totally.
Amazing.
What a great time. And remember, when you're learning how to use the platform, using paper money to practice trading until you're ready to get in there by yourself, what a great tool to have.
No, it's huge, man. It's huge because you see how things move. And now what we have is a trader's market. That's what I really dig. I mean, you have a two-way market now. That's a whole different ballgame, man. You know, instead of just, you know, we've heard actually at the Traders Expo, you know, we heard this a couple times. There are so many people that got into it. And because we were in such a bull, they did good, and then all of a sudden, that one downdraft, I had like 3 people come up to me and say, like, what happened? I said, oh, that's tough, man, because it's always tough, folks, when you do so well at the beginning.
Sure.
And, you know, that was just the normal downdraft. But the reality is that was fast and furious.
Hey, we just looked at the VIX. We hadn't seen it since 2015, right? That type of action,
Right. Pretty amazing.
Right. And this market is normal. It's not really a new market. You know, there is nothing new, Tom. It's just history that we haven't seen yet, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this volatility, this is as natural to a market as the market rallying on good news. I mean, it's just a complete normal transition of this market.
And that's when you can learn a huge amount.
Oh,
There's no doubt, because it's a beautiful thing. Listen, folks, right here, 45 minutes from now, Kevin, appreciate the update. Look forward to the show in 45 minutes.
Any day I get to speak to the O'Briens is a good day for me.
It's a beautiful thing for us, too, brother. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We have the Dow Industrials right now flat. NASDAQ is up 26. S&Ps are up 1.5. We'll come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Excuse me. Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 2. You get the Nasdaq up 30. S&Ps are up 4. And we take a look at the NDX 100. Let's see what the strength is versus the weakness inside the market right now. So strength inside the NDX, you get Mylan Pharmaceutical. That's up 4.6%. Micron Tech's up 4.1. You get Western Digital up 3. Qualcomm down 2.4. You get Charter off 2. And Monster Beverage down 1.8. Evidently, that Red Bull, that's Monster Beverage. They're taking a hit. Look at that thing.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that was quite a hit, man. Look at that.
They just come out with their earnings, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big number. Let's go to Scott in Safety Harbor. Hey, Scott, what's going on?
Joe, Tom, appreciate you spoke to your son the other day on the phone. I really appreciate this whole network. You know, you've been diligent all these years. You should be syndicated. If anybody should be, you should be.
Hey, Scott,
Be
good
on
morning,
national
man.
radio every single day.
So what are we going to look at today?
Like to look at, well, my question is about gold and silver. A lot of talk about, as you know, you're in that business of, you know, the gold price, so that means that silver should be at 40-something. Do you see silver bouncing anytime soon based on history?
Not that history, no. Because what happens is that the correlation that you had just brought up, that history was back when they were actually using silver and gold for money. It's a couple hundred years ago. So I remember when I first started the gold report, because people, you know, especially the silver bulls are onto that in a huge way. Like, you know, silver's never been valued at that point for a long period of time. So, you know, we caught a bid today in silver. There's no doubt about that, you know, and that's what we needed for the metals to go higher. You know, you get 58,000 contracts. It looks like it's going to clear the 1678 area. We're at 1679. So that's saying that, you know, bottom line is that game is on here now to 1775. Gold certainly has caught a bid also, and, you know, of course, it has to do with the dollar. The dollar's coming down with some real juice out here today. So,
the only thing I've bought in the way of silver is, you know, silver, wheat, and SLW. Would you recommend that for buying silver?
let's take a look at it, because this is so you get WPM. This had a tough time last week.
WLP?
Is it on WLP? Okay, WLP.
Is it? No. Sorry. WPM?
PM, I think it was.
PM.
PM. So this equity here, folks, this is the largest silver broker. Low for the year is 1832. The high is 2272. Okay, good. So it's caught a bid too. So we bring this back. 17. Yeah, this is all right. See, it came down with some juice, but it didn't break the swing, which is good. It's lowest swing, Scott. So yeah, I mean, I'd say that bottom line is that 2272 is game. And what happens with this stock is that the different deals, they actually act like a bank. So the different deals that they have with companies, if silver keeps moving, their spreads go up pretty dramatically. Because what happens is that the way that they make money is that
royalties. So
it's a different part of royalties. What happens is that they'll go into the the companies and say, okay, I'm going to buy 20 million ounces off you. This is the price.
Sure.
And then they give them the bread, and then they just deliver it. So they take more of a risk than the royalty aspect. But when the metal's moving, that's a good stock. Yeah. So that's a good play on silver.
You are a wealth of information, Tom. I've never seen so much information in one head. I mean, you just really know it all. I'm not pulling your string.
Yeah, no,
here.
I don't know it all. Even close.
Many shows, and you are at the top of the list. Believe me.
Thanks, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Appreciate it.
So let's jump over to the Nadex and take a look at the Bitcoin. I was just going to jump. We got some action this morning, right?
Yeah.
So did you go short Bitcoin yesterday again? Yeah. All right. I haven't gone short yet this week, but I was kicking myself a little bit with that nice $500 drop. Because pulling it back even more.
Right.
Just yesterday, we're up above 11.5, 11.6. I think it opened the week at around 11.4 at 8 a.m.
Right.
Yeah, we're down at like 11,000. A little bit of a bid in the last couple hours from 10.8 to 11. But yeah, we'll see where. And just to pull up the spread for the weekly, yeah, so 64 to 16.4. So the middle of that spread being 11.4, $5,000 each way. Yeah.
I was up about 750 this morning. I'm probably up about 500 now. I have a full Bitcoin though. I have 10.
And that would be going short at around 11.5, right? We were down at 10.8 almost. Yeah.
And what happens at those, just so you understand, folks, okay, that's what I like about that is it's a highly volatile, product. And you have a whole week. It's like,
yes.
Okay, I'll take that. And, I was happy that it was bidding up,
Bidding up. You were short. What?
Yeah, because it only opens at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I was happy it was bidding up all weekend long.
Monday morning before you got in.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to be short Bitcoin at, $8,000. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I might be buying it down at $7,000 or $8,000.
Right. No, I agree. Right.
You know
totally.
what I mean? So,
yeah.
And then it stopped. So the trade goes from 8 o'clock in the morning Monday to 3 o'clock in the afternoon of Friday. And you can, close it out at any time you want.
Yeah. And just, the market's going to be even fairly close right now. Let's see where it's trading. If Bitcoin's at 11,000, yeah, and it's 11 by 11,060. The reason it's slightly above is because if you're going to sell it right now,
right,
or even if you were going to buy it, that's where your risk reward gets a little bit off, right? Because it's 11.4 is like the middle of it. So if you're selling it, you're risking maybe a little bit more. So that's why they're giving you the option to maybe sell it a little bit above where it's trading at right now.
Right.
But $60, we'll be jumping $60 a tick in Bitcoin.
Yeah, and so let's go into this for a second, because remember we were looking at XBT when we were looking at Ripple yesterday.
Sure.
So what was going on is that in the afternoon, Coinbase came out and GDX. GDAX, right?
Yes.
Yeah. They came out, let's pull up Ripple for a second. They came out with a statement specifically saying that, no, they don't plan on adding any more coins or tokens to their platform.
Sure.
And that's why that Ripple went all the way back down.
Yeah.
Because evidently it's out there that Ripple's going to be added, or, they're adding. That's what I suspect happened.
And can you back this up a little bit more? Put it on like a 2 or 3 day? Because we were just about up at actually $1.14.
So let's see. Oh, yeah. Let's see. So. Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's okay. That's
8 days.
That's actually, so this is when we were looking at it yesterday up here.
Yeah.
So that's probably where
They come out in the afternoon.
I was just looking. That's where we were looking at the chart earlier. So it was higher.
Right. Coinbase come out last night. Well, when I was on the air yesterday.
That was it. Yep.
Between 3 and 5.
That's 3:30. That's 3 o'clock. I mean, you can see. Yeah.
Isn't it crazy that?
Oh, it makes sense. Coinbase is huge, and
they're the number.
Coinbase has a bunch of venture capital money. They had just come out saying, that Coinbase is the company that made headway of saying they're going to have, APIs for stores to start taking them.
Yeah, here it is right here.
Yes.
That's a replay of it right there, too.
Yep.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Come right back, folks. Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow up 36, NASDAQ up 45, S&P's up 9. You know, yesterday, when we got off the air, man, this market really took off.
Yes, big time. Quite an acceleration all throughout the day.
Totally.
I mean, I think the lows for yesterday were either, depending on the market, like 9, 9:15, 9:30, or some of them were like 10:15. So it was literally, 10:15, some of the lows, and then it just takes off, man, for sure. So that was super early, but then, see, that's
here
about
we are right
9:30.
here.
That's it. And then so that's the S&P. I think one of the markets.
2674.
Yeah.
Right.
One of the markets, I can't remember which one, had a low for the day at 10:15. So it actually traded after the low.
Right.
I just feel, but they were all huge. I mean, the Dow from its low is 400 or 500 points because it had quite a turnaround in terms of being down at that point to up dramatically.
And if we look at this NDX, folks, so right now NDX is up $60. Now I'm expecting the deviant inside the marketplace here wants to test the January 29th high. And we're not that far away from it. 69.80 is the low of the high.
Okay.
And
we're right next to that.
Yeah, we've hit 69.39. It's like, it's only Tuesday.
Sure.
Right?
I mean, we're moving
Tuesday,
40 NASDAQ points an hour at this point. So.
Right.
Seriously.
Exactly. So now you're going to have two different gauges, which is pretty cool. And if we take a look at this is on a 10-minute.
And it might have actually been. Can I just slide in? Because I think it was. Now that I look, is that going to be 10:15? Yep. So it was. It was the NASDAQ. And look how low it was there. 67.55. We're up 180 points.
Right.
That's almost 3%.
And $20 a point if you're trading the futures, folks.
I mean, it's almost 3%.
Yeah.
It should be a lot of money when it's 3% move in less than 24 hours.
And now what you have here, you're pushing with volume right now. So this is, to me, this is going to basically try to go for it. Now, when we take a look at this is where it's going to get interesting. When we take a look at it, you're going to have two different benchmarks you can deal with. You can deal with the benchmark of the 26th of February, as well as the highs.
Okay.
That being said, what I expect we're going to see, let's go to the E-minis for a second. ESH. Now, we're up 850 on those. The S&Ps look to me that they're not going to make it. Like, they're going to only make it up to this 2789 area.
Yeah.
And there was just a question inside the den. Now, this is pretty cool. Inside the den, there was a question about, on the SPY, is this 3 black crows? Now, this is what 3 black crows are, folks. Inside candlestick charting, 3 black crows are when you have a downdraft, and they're approximately the same price and length, and you get them pretty close together. This is close. You could say that is that the second, the 5th, and then the 8th on the way down. You came up, you tested them once, and then bottom line, you had 3 back down again.
Yeah.
So, technical analysis is basically an art more than a science. But I'd say that, that's pretty close. And what does happen with 3 black crows is this. They love being tested. That's what's a mind blower. It's like when they come into play, it's like, how can the markets even bounce that high?
Okay.
Because it seems that every single time, like, it's destruction beyond belief. And that's what we did. That counter-trend bounce was huge. Let me just look at the cues for a second. And so, to cut to the chase, what does happen, well, see, you can say that these are close. It'd be closer. And I'd say yes if that first bar was bigger.
Sure.
Because most of the time that's symmetrical, But bottom line, if they are, guess what? That means that you get a much bigger downdraft than normal.
Yeah.
That's kind of how that shakes out.
How about Target? Can we jump? They had earnings as well coming out. They traded decently lower pre-market. I haven't checked in since the open. So clawed back some. It was down at 70.71 pre-market.
You're not buying enough groceries for
I guess not, man. We can dig into the numbers. And actually, let me just jump back for a second because when I pulled them up on Thinkorswim even, just for the pre-market, so check out. And they were down at 71.50 as they were kind of digesting that news. And then traded back up to 74.50. Opened and then cascaded. I just wanted to see that pre-market, which is interesting. Can we go into the news and see? Because I believe I heard differing headlines. They were spending more money for shipping a little bit.
Which one do we want to hit?
I'm going to slide down a little bit more, I think. There we go. So, comp sales, 3.6 versus 3.4.
Yeah.
Yep.
Any retail store now that can get comp sales like up at all, it's pretty good.
Yeah, and I think, this is where they see their first quarter adjusted, that's the future.
Yeah.
125 to 145, consensus was looking at 140.
Yeah.
So that's the lower end, really, maybe there of what they're looking for. Now, the fiscal year 2018, pretty much in line, though. 515 to 545, consensus was right in the middle of that.
Yeah.
22.77 billion versus
Look at that.
22.53 they were
God.
looking for.
500 million a week.
Let's see this one though. Shares miss. So 137 versus 138. They missed by a penny. I guess it's only down 1-2%. That's not dramatic.
It's not a
for what-
bad looking
no.
chart either.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, let's pull this back a little. Yeah, it's clawing its way back. I mean, we go back to what, June of last year. It's $58.
Yeah, and that's only talking about 8-9 months. So
Yeah, see, this is Target's going to be alive and kicking. I mean,
can you go to the description for them again? Just ask because market cap wise, they're not even close to what they're only a $40 billion company. For instance, put up Walmart. Walmart's going to be like 500 billion, I think. 265. Okay. But still, Walmart's 6 to 7 times the size of Target. And you don't think that in your head intuitively, but that's why they really have the better shot, because they really are that much bigger in terms of 6-7 times the size of Target.
And they have 2.3 million employees, and Target is 323.
Yeah.
Wow.
How about Amazon? How many employees do they have?
Oh, they're getting up there, man.
566 though. Look at that. Though.
That's nothing.
That's there's a difference there for sure. Now, I wonder what the average wage is for those employees.
Right.
I wonder how that compares. That'd be interesting.
No, I know.
Because Amazon definitely has plenty of employees across the full spectrum in terms of low wage, high wage.
Oh,
they have warehouse employees just like Walmart, et cetera. But they don't have the retail. So how does that? They really don't,
Right.
They just have their warehouse employees for shipping, and then they have the management, financial, operations, whatever it is, marketing.
Right.
But they really don't have the retail.
You know what I didn't know that Amazon has, which I want to do later today? I didn't realize you could do inside that Amazon Prime. If you just use your debit card and put money in there, you save another 2%.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I brought it up yesterday. Like, watch this. This is like crazy.
It would make sense, right? Because they're paying somebody for that, and they don't. Yeah.
Well, that's how this came out, I think, yesterday, because of the fact that that's what they're trying to do. At the very end of this article, I believe it was here. Yeah.
There you go.
Last year, Amazon started Prime Reload, which gives customers a 2% bonus when they use their debit card to move funds from the bank account to an Amazon balance. I'd leave money on Amazon a second.
Totally.
I mean,
if you're going to spend it, you're going to spend it, right? Now, the only difference in that, though, is that if you use a credit card, you can actually get 1 to 2% back sometimes. If you're using the right credit card, so it's not quite the same where you really are already getting kickback. So don't jump through too many hoops because your time's worth money if it's all going to end up back in your pocket.
Right. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. We got our man, Jim from Minneapolis, taking it by storm.
That's right.
Gotta love it. Dow Industrial's up 10, Nasdaq up 40, S&P's up 7.5. We'll come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Let's go to our man, Jim in Minneapolis. What's going on, brother?
Hey, this is Jim in Palm Harbor. How are you?
Oh, my God. Sorry, Jim. That's pretty good. That's a beautiful thing. How you been, man?
We love our gyms. We got many
Totally.
of them.
Totally.
Been good. Just haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah, it's good to hear from you, man. So, Google. You making some money with Google out here?
Hello?
We're here.
Okay. My phone was, I don't know, something happened to it.
It's the aliens. The aliens are coming after us.
Watch out for them, man.
Yeah. What I was calling today about was Google. I've been in it for a little while, and I've got a nice gain in it, and I don't want to see it go away. So I thought I'd get your opinion on Google over the next few weeks.
So, what happened with Google, I mean, it's been an extraordinary run, no doubt. When that thing went south, bottom line was a big hit. You went from 1186, 8 days later, you're at 992. You did the counter trend bounce. You got right up to the gap. But you can see, 1.7 million. You gapped away with 2 million, 2.4, 3.7. You went down again last week with volume. That's what you got to pay attention to, man. Right now, there's more sellers than there's buyers. Now, what you also have, it seems that with Google, is that this didn't have the type of strength that, like, the Amazon had, even the Facebook had. You know what I mean? This was lagging. Like, I'll bring up Amazon. Or just say, well, Amazon's at highs. Amazon's at highs. Let's bring up Facebook.
Literally today.
Yeah, literally today. Facebook's having a tougher time too. So I'd be careful. I'd start taking some bread off. I mean, my take on this is that whether it's going to be this Thursday or Friday, that's where I see this turn happening again. And I'm kind of putting together. If you listened to me last night, I'm kind of putting together how the S&P wants to go up, and then how the wild card that the guy that was out on every radio station last night, bottom line, yeah, basically saying that he's not going to show up for the subpoena on Friday, and then I guess at the end of the day, he might have said that he was, but
he was on his own trip yesterday saying about everything.
There's going to be some news-driven events that's moving this market around.
You got the jobs number Friday as well. Just to pull it in.
There you go. So. Right, so this guy, listen, you made some bread, The intraday, Jim, what you can do, which is pretty cool, is that you can just put a stop in, and then you got to figure out before the market closes, you know what I mean, what do you want to do? overnight. Because most times, if a hit's going to happen, most of the time it hits overnight, and you know it's going to, especially with a Google, because it's such a high-priced stock, it'll gap down $10, which is not a lot. But guess what? It's a lot, you know, when you own the stock.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I really appreciate it. It's good talking to you guys again. I haven't talked to you in a little while.
Yeah, great talking to you too, man. We get some beautiful weather, don't we?
Oh yeah, I love it here.
Oh my God, we got to.
It's cold. It's been cold in Tennessee where I'm from. So.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
love it here.
Well, listen,
Have a
we
good one.
were just talking about Boston. It's like, forget it, man.
Oh yeah.
They're getting more storms than
they're-
Florida.
They're expecting another snowstorm up that way too.
Yeah.
They are. And the snow's one thing, but the winds are a whole different
Exactly.
ball game.
For
You know
sure.
what I mean? Pretty amazing.
Oh yeah.
Cooking, brother.
Thank you.
Have a great
good
one, man. Have a safe one. The let's go over to the gold contract. This thing's getting some juice underneath it. GCJ.
Quite a little run.
Yeah, it is. You know, the so we're up 1760. You got 188,000 contracts. This is good. So what you have here now is this, which is, you know, you had the monster sign of strength on the 14th of February. You
Yes.
go from 1319 to 1358. Wide price spread. Have the volume behind the move. Frustrate everyone. Pull all the way back. Test it. Reject it. Now you got it again. And what that sets up, you know, our man, Mr. Bodrolf's 1370.50, because he would take, which is so cool, you just take this, and let's see, I'm going to use this one. What you'd be saying is that flat out, guess what? Look at how crazy this gets. You know, when it broke the uptrend, it comes back and tests the other side of the line. It's like, okay, it takes off again.
Totally.
You know, so. And if we break this, you know, folks, if we, you know, this thing is up with some strength, I'd like to see stay right underneath this, like for 4 or 5 days, underneath the high I'm talking about, because then you'll have the real chance of breaking topside. You know, when you look at the dollar looks like to me that it's going. And it's like going to be like, okay, so what's moving it? You know, well, we'll find out. You know, if you do go back to 2002, that's when the dollar went from, there's a lot of other things happening then, but that's when the steel tariff did come on.
Yeah.
I don't think, well, I wasn't paying attention to it then anyway.
No.
But the dollar did go from 121 to 80.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat. And watch this. This is like crazy how it actually went, because when you see how fast this actually went in 2 years, and gold, by the way, when this happened, gold did not go to the moon in 2 years.
Okay.
It was after that. Now look at this. So there's 2002, 120.51. It didn't even almost breathe. Okay, this is a monthly, and there until down to 80.
Yeah.
And that was December of 2004.
Yep.
Now watch the difference. GC, the thing that's going to be cool here, where it's such higher prices, but when you see, when I was looking at this 2 nights ago when I was doing the gold report, and the context of the move, percentage-wise, it was a monster move, but price-wise, look at that. I got to bring it back 20 years. Isn't that wild? Okay, so here's 2002.
Yep.
2002, gold's at 282.
Yep.
2004, you're at 400.
Yeah, right.
You know, so the correlation, you know, percentage-wise, that'd be great. Percentage-wise, if that's where we're going to, go, then you're talking some real action.
Yeah, but in context, right, it's not even worth where it ended up heading.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what happened there is that it's not like the dollar didn't go any lower. You know,
right.
It started fluctuating, between the 80 and 92, in consolidated. But what did happen is that people stopped putting more money into gold. Well, what also happened is that's when the GLD rather, they didn't have. This is an important aspect, because the GLD only came into fruition, I think, in 2002 or 2003.
November of 2004.
2004.
Yeah.
And so picture that now is either the 5th or 6th largest owner of gold in the world.
Sure.
And we didn't have that. And when that came in, that changed
started
things.
right at the end of 2004, probably started picking up 2005, 2006, right?
Isn't that? And so where you can wrap your head around there, it's important to understand how these ETF structures do move markets.
Oh, for sure.
Because all of a sudden, then guess what? You can put money into that. It's an easy way of owning it.
Right.
And the gold.
I was just going to say, it's similar with the cryptocurrencies, right? It's not false demand. It's making the demand easier to access.
It is.
It's easier for retail investors to buy
They better not make
Ripple if
they better not make an ETF this week.
Yeah, right.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow's down 46, Nasdaq's up 19, S&Ps are up 2, gold's up 1750. We'll come right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
You don't buy into that nonsense, do you? You know you can't time the markets. I didn't. And in 2006, I set out on a mission to do just that. I began by surrounding myself with the greats like Tom O'Brien, Larry Pesavento, David White, and Basil Chapman. I read countless books and even looked to the moon and planets for answers. Now, we both know that trading is 80% mental. So I learned the exact tools that Tony Robbins uses to overcome fear. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability. And last March, the folks at Timers Digest began tracking my newsletter signals, which through January 18, 2018, placed me as the #1 gold timer for that exact time frame. Now, I can't officially be recognized until Timers Digest has a full year of signals, but clearly I've learned how to time the markets, and I'd like to teach you how to do that as well. Subscribers to Mastering Probability gain access to my live and archived workshops where I show you the exact same patterns that earned me this #1 ranking. If you're looking for great market calls and an education, sign up for Mastering Probability today at TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 55. You get the Nasdaq up 13. S&Ps in the red. They must have went to the Sherwin-Williams store and got a little red paint out here.
We'll see what happens, right? Yeah, Dow down 60, 70 points.
Let's see what's
interesting in light of where we were.
And let's see who the culprit is out here. Point-wise, Boeing. But Boeing doesn't have to move much to put some negative points in.
$350 stock. You got
right. So that's putting 31 negative points. United Health 22. American Express 8. Putting positive points is Caterpillar up 13. Putting positive 13 points.
Yep.
Chevron 8. Goldman 7. Intel 5. We were talking about Reed Hastings yesterday.
Yes.
Netflix. NFLX. So, man, Netflix really took off yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, look at it, still going. Man,
Rocking and rolling.
That
New
is
highs.
quite.
New highs with Amazon
look at that.
as well.
Yep, 297 yesterday, 320 today.
Do you see that ESPN put in a new president yesterday as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how that shakes out. I just think of them because Netflix, they're battling with ESPN, right? They're battling with content. But ESPN, good luck to that guy. He's got quite a task ahead of himself for ESPN. He's going to be reporting
seriously.
Right to the CEO, of course, and that's just how important that position is in terms of,
So is Netflix trying to get into sports too?
Well, we saw some headlines with Thursday Night Football, right?
Oh, that's right.
That some of them were going to begin.
Yep.
It's only a natural progression. Sports are
Right.
so amazing it's the only thing that you actually want to watch live.
Right.
These days, in terms of,
Right.
there's
I'm with you.
it used to be the show airs Sunday night, everyone watched it, you talk about it Monday, there's still kind of that. But now it's like Netflix launches something and there's a gradual process.
There's so
Everyone
much on
watches
Netflix,
sports.
man.
So it's only a matter of time before those companies, I think, dig into live as well.
Yeah. Stay right there, folks. We got swim lessons coming up next for you. Then we get our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back. Andy Heck. A great one.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.